Hello, friends and resellers and voyeurs and everyone else out there. It's a Saturday night, real late. It's like 11:15, and I'm just getting around to doing my haul video for the day. Um, I was out for probably about 5 hours today, and came back home, did a few things, and I was tired, so I took a nap for probably. Oh man, I took a really nice 3 or 4 hour nap. It was just delicious. That's the only way to describe it, really. Um, so if you watched yesterday's video, I was actually had kind of a disappointing day, and said I was going to come back out and try again tomorrow. And today was a pretty good day, and I want to share the finds with you guys. And I want you to keep in mind, I realize that these haul videos uh, aren't necessarily pure education, but I think they are more of an edutainment type level video. Like you kind of watch and you enjoy, maybe like seeing the stuff, but I think you can still get a lot of knowledge out of it too, even if you don't buy those specific or find those specific items. It might open you up to some genres of items that you haven't considered before. So, whatever your purpose for being here, whether it's learning or just kind of relaxing, maybe having it on the background while you work. Doesn't really matter. I just hope you guys enjoy it and get something out of this if you're looking for that. And if you're just looking for entertainment, well, I hope you get a little bit of entertainment at least. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try and sort of keep these grouped by the garage sale they came from, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. So the first garage sale I went to is pretty interesting. I did find a DS Lite, and I think most of the DS Lites I find are actually these coral pink DS Lites, which that's cool. They sell pretty well. But I bet I've sold 10 of these this color this year. So yeah, I paid the sticker price on that, $8. I wasn't really woken up good. I didn't even ask her to come down to 5 for some reason. I don't know why. Same garage sale. I bought Angry Birds Star Wars for 3DS, and I paid the dollar. And I don't think it's anything special. And I bought. She threw in this little DS case, which is cool. Um, Picked up this little iPod Nano for $3. She says it works. We'll see. I do have you got to have the 30-pin cable to plug in the bottom to see if that works. Of course, if it does, Apple always sells really fast and pretty good profits. Club Penguin, 50 cents. That's a DS game, probably not very valuable. This is Turbo for 3DS, and that was $1. And like I said, she threw the case in. Now, that same garage sale, I bought two PC personal computer big box games. And the big box game, if you remember back in the day, they actually came in these large boxes. When you go in the stores, and they really took up a lot of real estate on the store shelves. I don't even know if you can buy computer games in stores anymore. I mean, back this is like 1993. I mean, they actually had like Babbage's and Best Buy and whatnot. They would have entire sections of just computer games. So I'm going to go over these games, but one thing you want to look for in any vintage video game is, of course, condition, but the genre. Like, I'm not going to know all the individual game titles, especially in these real old games, but RPGs always do well. RPGs are going to probably be the highest yielding genre. Like I said, I never heard of Darklands, Heroic Role Playing Adventures in Medieval Germany. Never heard of that before. And it's on, it's complete. It's got, I think, about 8 of these 3.5-inch floppies in here. It's got the map and all that kind of stuff. This game is not super valuable. I paid 50 cents for it. It should go for about $10. Now, the other game I bought from that garage sale is pretty special, actually. This is Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpent Isle. and I knew it was kind of special because I knew the Ultima series is pretty popular, very popular. Comes with all the discs, and there's even like a random floppy in here that's more than likely got save game data on it. It's got all the books and everything in here, and the really cool part about this that I like, it's got this awesome cloth game world map. I mean, that is really, really, really sweet. I love that. It looks like it's not really been out of the box, to tell you the truth. It's kind of folded up. I don't see like any places where a kid thumbtacked it to their wall or anything like that. But yeah, I've got all the other game books and stuff in there, so this is in really nice shape. And you guys can look it up, but there have been, like, in the past month, there's been 3 of these that have sold, and I don't think there's currently even one up for sale. The last time this sold, it sold for I think 90. The time before that, one sold. There was missing like 3 of the game disc, and it was also missing the cloth map, and it sold for like 30 or 40. Time before that, complete, probably not as good a condition as this one's in, sold for 100. So I've got a $80 to $100 game here, which is a really nice score. So I mean, what you might want to do if you're interested, because I think the old PC big box game market is starting to come up a little bit. Go to eBay and just type in PC big box, probably just PC big box. Search eBay, go to sold listings, and you will come up with all your top games to kind of look for. And you'll notice it's a lot of role playing games. Maniac Mansion is a real popular one. There's also a lot of like simulation games, naval simulations, flight simulations, all those kind of train simulations, all those really, I hate to use the word, but kind of nerdy type situations. Those are the ones that are worth the most. More than like the shooters or the sports games and stuff. So I think it's a market that might start coming up soon, though. I was really surprised. This is kind of rare to find a PC game that's worth that much money. Um, so that was all for that particular garage sale. The total I spent there was $13.50. So I was happy with that one. Um, I got this. This is a Coleman lantern, and it's in really good shape. It looks like it's being used once. If you noticed in the last weekend, I think, I bought the old vintage Coleman lantern. Well, this is not a vintage. This is a modern one. But it's in terrific shape. I haven't even looked it up yet, but I know it's going to sell for a lot more than the $3 I paid for it. And it even comes with a little baggie that has some extra, what are those things called? Mantles. That's the little these little bags here, I guess, that have the fuel on them that kind of, that ignite and glow, whatever. I don't really know that much about it, but yeah. So I paid 3 for that. I have no idea what I'm going to get yet. I haven't researched it yet. I've been sleeping and being lazy. uh, that same garage sale. This is really, really neat. I've never seen this, and like I said, when I see something I've never seen, I try and buy it. This is an adometer, portable adding machine for home and office. Um, and what I was kind of surprised, look at this price tag. It is, I'm going to replace this camera with that other one soon. $36. Store was Yarberries Incorporated, 4343 Government Street. That's one of the main thoroughfares in downtown Baton Rouge. But this is a ruler-looking contraption. And it's got all these wheels on it. It's pretty cool. I was kind of geeking out. It's got all these little wheels on it, and there's a stylus right here that pulls out, and you use the stylus to turn these wheels around. Like, you can set these wheels in certain positions depending on what operation and what number you want to do, and then it's supposed to come up with the result. I haven't really tried it out, but this thing, if you look, It is mint condition. I paid $3, and they don't go for a ton of money, but whatever they go for, and whenever you do this, it resets when you pull it out. Whatever they do go for, I will get top of the mark because this thing is in mint condition. I thought it was funny. They actually do call this a stylus too. This nail looking thing. It's actually called, what does it say it? It says stylus somewhere, I thought. Oh yeah, look. It says right there, it says stylus. So this might be one of the first devices like this with a stylus. Thought that was pretty cool. Whenever you, like I said, whenever you pull this, it resets everything and you can perform another operation. It doesn't look like it was used. To me, it seems like it might be harder to use this thing than it would be just to perform the operation on a piece of paper. But okay, let me stay with that garage sale. And I have not tested this thing yet. I'd be very surprised though if it didn't work. This is a SONY TCM37V cassette recorder. You guys know how I love the SONY gear. It's in the box, and it is really, it's pretty minty. It's for nice condition. I had something similar to this a couple of weeks ago. Look, I've even got the little baggie here. I've got the DC power supply that comes with it. I don't know if it was the exact same model not too long ago, and it didn't sell that well. But this might be a totally different story. It might be a different model number, and I do have the box. People love Sony. And the thing is, this doesn't look that old. This looks pretty. The packaging and everything looks fairly modern. Big old made in Japan down there at the bottom. They're proud. If it was made in China, that font would be probably about. What do you guys think? About a quarter of the size? Well, it's made in Japan, but made in Japan. So I paid $2 for that. And that same garage sale, I picked this up. Now this is dusty. But this is just a old school I want to take it out. I kind of want to take it out to see. Yeah, the dust is all on the, I don't have a rag right here, but the dust is all just on the plastic. Let's see what the cassette recorder looks like. I mean, this thing looks almost new. I mean, look at this packaging. Look at that. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if it's ever been taken out. I'm going to look at this later, because if it is actually new, I'm going to approach the opening a little differently than I would if it wasn't. But yeah, this was $2 also. And I thought it was interesting they valued the adometer more than they did these Sony tape recorders. So yeah, those are really cool. And I have another one I want to show y'all, but I'll get in a minute. We'll move on to another garage sale. Okay, this is another garage sale. OS 10 Snow Leopard, just an install disc. These sell for $10-11. Actually got a bundle deal here. Build and Race Wii game. I didn't pay $2 for that. And then I got Mac. I think this is a really old version. Office Mac. So it's Microsoft Office for the Macintosh. Got that, and this, which is a Garmin Nuvi 350. It works. I already tested it on site. Do have the power supply here somewhere. some type of power supply. I think this might be it, maybe. But yeah, that's just the Garmin GPS working. And finally, in that lot of stuff, I have it's in a Crucial box. This is an 8 gigabyte Crucial upgrade kit, but this actually 4 gigabytes of, it looks like Samsung laptop RAM. So this will sell pretty easy. Not for a ton of money, maybe $15 for that RAM. 4 gigabytes is still pretty usable. If somebody has a 1 or 2 gigabyte machine, they might want to upgrade. Oh, so I paid $10 for that little stack of stuff. So pretty good. This was an excellent deal, and I actually had one of these just a couple of weeks ago. A week or two ago, I think. Mario Party 8, and it's complete, nice condition, and I paid $2. So I can't remember what I got last time. It was like $23, $24, I think. Something's wrong with my clock right now. I'm sitting here drinking. This is full of coffee. It's 11:30. Something's wrong. Oh, that with those cassette players, I got just a 3-pack of RCA tapes, brand new. So I'll always buy those. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is from that first garage sale. I forgot to show it to y'all. This is Baldur's Gate 2. If you're a PC gamer and you played this, you understand how good these games were. Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale. I was into these big time. I can't tell you how many hours I spent. But yeah, I bought it for 50 cents, and there's still there's a limited market for it on eBay. They sell for, they're not garbage. They don't sell for nothing. They do get money. This is probably one of the better deals I got today also. It's a Hewlett-Packard HP12C. I never got one of these before, but just in researching calculators and values, I have seen it before because it's still valued quite highly. It's a financial calculator, and when it comes to financial calculators, HP is probably top dog, just like for graphing calculators, Texas Instruments is top dog. So the other cool thing about this is financial calculators, the TI graphing, they won't get passed up at a garage sale. These could get passed up at a garage sale, so you can still find them late in the day. It comes with the little user manual handbook, and there are actually a couple of batteries taped to the front. So I may end up having to get some new batteries for it. I'd be surprised if it doesn't work because it looks pristine. HP12C. I did a quick search. If you like, you can check it out. But I did a quick search, and I'd say I probably have about a $40 calculator in this condition if it works, especially with the box and the manual and everything. There are some that go a little cheaper that aren't complete like this. But I've also seen a few that are a little higher. And I think this is going to be at the high end, being complete and in nice condition with the box. Boxes matter. Okie doke. Moving right along. That same garage sale there, I picked this up. This is an Etrex. It's not the Legend. The Legend was the next one, I think. But this is just a little Etrex handheld GPS, and these are extremely popular. I've probably sold, between the Etrex and the Etrex Legend, I think I've sold about 5 or 6 of these total since I've been reselling. And I want to say they're somewhere between, probably average about $30 a piece. So I'm sure, I haven't tested this one out yet. I'm pretty sure it'll work. There's not a whole lot to go wrong unless there's corrosion in there. I didn't check the corrosion. I think I paid $1. Can't remember what the green tag was. They had all the, they had a poster board with like, this is something else I bought. Like this was 25 cents. This color was either $1 or $2. Can't remember which. So yeah, I got the same sale. Like I said, I got these Zenema with the X View JVC 3D glasses from that failed technology concept of 3D. I got 4 packs. 3D TV. Nobody wants to wear this. Come back. Nobody wants to wear this when they're watching TV. I don't think this is a viable market. It looks like a few had sold on eBay. I might have maybe $8 to $10 worth of stuff out of that dollar. I don't know. I took a shot at 25 cents. Now this was kind of cool. I think. See, this is that same tag. It was either $1 or $2. Like the GPS was either this was $1 and this was $2, or this was $2 and this was $1. One of the two. This is an old school flight stick kind of thing. Gravis Blackhawk flight stick. It's new sealed. So you see the original sticker price of $19.99 there. It's new sealed. It uses the didn't have a picture of it, but if you're familiar with PC game controls, it doesn't use USB. It has that old I don't know what it's called. Almost looks like a parallel port cable, but it uses that old school PC game cable connector thing. I don't even know what you call it. So another garage sale. This is a strategy guide for Final Fantasy 13-2. It's in pretty good shape. So probably about a $10 book here. Same garage sale, and I'll show them because I kind of bundled them up. This is a Pro mouse. I'm not going to open it. It's in good condition. It's an old school Apple one-button mouse. They didn't have two buttons then. I got these. She was asking $1. The box was left out. It kind of got rained on a little bit, and I got these both for $1. So 50 cents a piece, I guess you could say. I have no idea what this is worth. When I see Apple, I just buy it usually. Okay, I'll show you guys a bad buy. Logo Party. I thought this was going to be okay because it was new, sealed, and she wanted $3 and wouldn't come off of it, so I decided to take a shot. I thought it would be a little higher value than it was. I think it might be worth $5 to $10 maybe. I'll have to look on eBay because Amazon is garbage on Amazon. The market must be flooded with those things. So we're making some progress here. I thought this was going to take a little longer. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, 22 minutes. Okay, it's not that short, is it? Okay, so this is a Sony camcorder. And it is actually a little bigger model. It's got a big whole screen. I haven't checked it out yet. But this is a good size camcorder. There's a tape in here, so I can use that to test. And also in here, I've got several batteries and power adapter and all that kind of good stuff. So nothing really bonus on top of that. There is like a carry strap, and it's like I don't have the manual in here, but I have like a product catalog. So yeah, so I paid. These are some people I bought from before. They had a moving sale once, and they cleared out some storage unit they had. And they had another sale, so they remembered me actually. I bought a bunch of stuff from them last time. But yeah, they wanted $20, and I bought it. And the guy told me it worked. And last time I was there, I bought a camcorder, and he told me it worked, and it did. So I felt pretty good about that. But it also, for the $20, this was the part I really kind of liked. Afterwards, this came with it, and I thought this is just the box because it's light. I thought maybe this is just the box for the camcorder, but then I looked at it and it says Handycam Sports SBK-TRX. You open up the box, and it's not the box for the camcorder. It's actually a waterproof housing for the camcorder. So I imagine that was probably pretty expensive. That's a big waterproof housing case there. It's even It's pretty fancy, man. I mean, there's there's like a lock here. This if you're diving to make sure you don't accidentally press the record button. And of course, there's the zoom button interfaces there. There is actually a place you can plug a mic in here. I don't know how that would work in the underwater environment. And right here, this is kind of neat. There is a leak sensor. So I guess you can tell if you're getting water into your into the thing. Comes with a manual, glass cleaner and cloth, some kind of strap, some kind of little adapter plate, and then it's actually some SONY O-ring grease. So I was pretty excited about that. There are a few of these on eBay. Look like a minimum that this is worth is $30, but I think I could probably get a little more. This is in really nice condition. It's complete, and it's got that sexy looking SONY box. So we'll see how I do. I think I'll do pretty good on that. But yeah, that came with that Hi8 camcorder. And I got a couple of more things I need to clear out. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to shift a few things around, make some room, and I'm back. The garage sale where I bought those, the Sony recorder and the big Sony tape player. I also bought this for 50 cents, and you could tell this is an old model. And I'm hoping the reason they bought the new one wasn't because this one doesn't work anymore. All I really checked on this was I looked in the battery compartment. And I noticed that the terminals were clean, so that was a good sign. But, you know, you never know when these belts have worn out in here, anything. So, but for 50 cents, I'm not going to leave it behind. This is a little dusty dirty, but this is a Technics direct drive SL192, and it's in I mean, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to have to clean it up. I didn't test it. I kind of looked at it. It's got the, you know, the rubber platter here. And these are cool. I've actually had one of these not too long ago. The tone arm's actually right here. It doesn't have like the swinging tone arm. This tone arm just kind of goes back and forth here, which is kind of cool. Kind of neat. It actually makes it pretty easy to ship too, because these are not that big considering it's a record player. Guy told me it worked. Who knows? He didn't have any records there to test with, but I paid $10. So if it works, I looked. I couldn't find that specific model, the J92 model. I saw similar models, and it looks like it's somewhere probably around a $60 to $100 record player turntable if it's working. If it's not working, it's $20 to $30. So I'll be fine either way. I prefer it work, of course. This next thing might seem kind of weird. This is an Epson LQ570E dot matrix printer. And so I almost didn't buy it. I passed by it a few times at the garage sale, and something in the back of my head told me I'd seen somebody. If y'all have seen this on one of the YouTube resellers before, let me know, because it sure seems like I saw somebody buy a dot matrix recently, and they said they sold for good money. So I walked by it, I got the model number, went out to the car, checked on my phone, and sure enough, they sell like $80 to $100. You know, in working condition, of course. And I have the manual, and there's an install disc in here, and a quick reference guide. I even have, this is what printer paper used to look like. If y'all are old school like me, you used to come in these kind of things. After your printout, you'd have to tear the sides off of it. Can't remember what you call that kind of paper where it has the holes on the side. Tractor feed, traction, tractor. I think it's called tractor feed. Uh, but yeah, I'm going to test that out. Usually on those kind of printers, there's whenever you power them up, if you hold down a certain button combination, it'll print out a test page, and I'll give that a shot and see how it works. I'm almost certain I saw somebody tell me on YouTube that was worth dot matrix printers are worth looking up. Some places still use them because they're printing like in triplicate through carbon copy forms still and whatnot, and you can't really do triplicate forms on inkjet or laser because there's no impact there. You really need daisy wheel or dot matrix to create that impact to actually make that image go all the way through to the carbon copy. So yeah, I paid. They were asking 10, but I knew for a fact when I walked back up there, I was confident that they would take 5, and I offered 5, and they took it. And she admitted that she took it because she didn't want to have to pack that thing back up and bring it back in after the sale was over. So yeah, she gladly took the 5. So all in all, guys, I would say today was fairly successful, and I hope you got either entertainment or edutainment or education from this, depending on what you were looking for. I hope you got whatever it was you were looking for out of this. And thanks for watching, guys. I should be back Tuesday to do some sales videos for eBay and Amazon FBA. And then Seth and I will be back Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time for the live show. So be sure and catch that. It's usually pretty fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.